Hi, we're here because Namen only brought one turtle to this turtle eating competition, and I guess we just had to find something else to do then, since we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can only afford one.
Yeah. I mean, you've been caring for it since it was a baby,
Yeah.
raising it. I mean, this was your task for the turtle eating competition, but, you know, all the streamers and bands that I organized to show up can just go home, I guess, and keep their money. That came out of my pocket.
I'm sorry.
But
Anyway.
so, I have a question for you now.
Yes.
Who do you think has the worst die-hard fans? Which fandom's die-hard fans are the most toxic?
Oh.
Anime
boy.
fans or Star Wars fans?
Is there really a competition? They're both really shitty.
If they're both really shitty, then in this case, yes, there would be a competition to see who's shittier.
Okay. Personally, I have not interacted with too many Star Wars fans in person or online outside of you and Cade.
Right, but we're pretty shitty, so...
I would say, honestly, anime fans.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you have a point. I haven't... Ooh, a new galaxy's appeared. I guess you have a point. I haven't really interacted much with shitty Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
But I've definitely heard worse stories about Star Wars fans than I have.
Fair.
Well, now that you mention it, I feel... Okay, so... The stories, the worst stories I've heard about anime fans have been illegal shit.
Like what?
Lolicons?
Oh.
That kind of stuff. The really creepy, predatory, sexual kind of stuff. But I feel like that's not related to the anime. It could, it definitely could be. Anime definitely doesn't have the best portrayal of women.
Yeah.
And, but that feels like when having a conversation about the fandom, I guess is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I will say, like, there are certain anime whose fandoms are a lot
worse than others.
Yeah, like Sword Art Online.
Do they have a shitty fandom?
God, it's really fucked up.
Really?
I've been on a Reddit before, and I'm not saying this about everyone on that subreddit for Sword Art Online, but I will say some particular individuals were very unsavory.
Really? That's like I've just heard that Sword Art Online itself is kind of trash.
It gets worse.
It definitely gets worse.
Isn't like season 4 like confirmed or whatever?
They're doing more Sword Art Online?
Yeah, because I remember like 5 years back, like in 2018, 2017, there was a season 2 or season 3 was coming out. And it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a lot of like my roommates and friends in college and whatnot were really excited about it.
Really?
Mainly one of them.
Who?
Brett. Yeah. But then like I heard season 3 got released if that was season 2 that was being released, then another season recently came out. If that was season 3, then season 4 has come out. I don't remember exactly which season it was, 5, 6 years ago.
I'm gonna confess something to you,
Sure.
Ramen. Sword Art Online was my first anime.
Oh, my first anime was something else entirely. My
My
first anime, I'm putting this in air quotes, was Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fair enough.
Around the same time. And my first actual anime was High School DxD. Because I was a piece of shit when I was 14.
Yeah, that explains it.
Bro.
But yeah, like I've seen bits and pieces of other anime like Yu-Gi-Oh. I know I caught quite a few episodes of when I was a kid, but the first one that I actually watched full through was Sword Art Online. And they definitely have more than... I feel like they have more than 4 seasons. Because I remember seeing 4. Because there was the first one when, it's Sword Art Online. Then there's the second one where it's more fantasy.
Yeah.
And he kisses his sister. Oh, I survived.
Wait, what was the best time?
Not as good as mine.
Okay.
But yeah, then there was the third one, which I think had guns.
Sword on. I'm just making gun art
Well,
online.
well, the thing is, he still uses a sword. and kicks everyone's ass.
This is like
and
a
it makes
Geico
no
ad.
sense.
Is the pen mightier than the sword?
The sword's mightier than the gun. But anyway, then there was the fourth one where it went back to a fantasy setting.
Okay.
And it was literally just a bog standard harem anime.
Okay.
Which it kind of has been since the second season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that its fandom was so equally trash.
I mean, I feel like for trash shows there are trash fandoms, but also for like really good shows there are trash fandoms.
Yeah.
Like Avatar, it's a really good show, one of my favorites of all time, but its fandom at times can leave a lot to be desired.
I feel like Avatar, the Last Airbender, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it has one of the better. No.
Better in some sense, but like it's still bad at times.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much good you can be when you're
a fan.
When you're participating in a fandom. But I feel like, and I mean, we talked about this before, but they kind of reach when it comes to like,
connections.
Yeah, connections between
Especially
Avatar and other anime media.
Yeah,
Don't call it anime-esque. Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime.
Okay.
Don't be that guy now.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. You can believe that if you want. I don't, and I'll fight you if you believe it. But
I not that I don't want to say it's non-anime, but I also don't know if it really is an anime because I don't know the exact definition of what is an anime. Does it have to be made in Japan?
That's what some people say, and I think those people are jerks and lame.
Okay,
I've always said me, and I'm a jerk and also lame.
I don't like to be confrontational online, so I always say anime inspired to not,
Hurt
those like hardcore, purists or whatever you want to call them.
Well, by doing that, you irk me, a hardcore anti-purist.
Well, you're my friend, so I feel like you're a lot more understanding.
So
about
my opinion matters less?
No, it matters more, but you're also more understanding of my point of view than other people online.
Yeah. There we go.
Also, another show that that may or may not be anime, Ruby.
Ruby, yeah.
That's like
that one I have. That one I can like. I don't like it, but I'll say like, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not as much of an anime as.
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Do you still like Ruby?
I haven't watched it since the last time we watched it.
Season 7
Yeah.
or Volume 7.
Apparently, it gets really good after that.
Who told you that?
I saw that online, but
it does actually. It does really get good.
You know about people on the internet, right?
They're idiots.
Well, they're idiots, or they're idiots, insane, or robots.
Oh, true. I honestly really.
Which one are you, Naman?
The former two. Idiot and insane.
Oh, I was like, idiot and robot. Look, it's an M for Wario.
What?
Mawario.
Wario.
Yeah.
But
where am I going?
Ruby apparently it's really good in recent
it?
years.
Because I feel like there was a hard dip that it hadn't recovered from yet. After,
3.
like when we stopped watching, the hard dip occurred after 3.
Yeah, I would say there was a timeline, like time between like from Volume 3 up until Volume 6, where the quality was kind of just average. My least favorite, honestly, volume between 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, 6, was probably 6.
Yeah.
I loved 5.
They all blend together for me, which is
fair.
A bad sign.
They're all kind of different in my mind, because 4 was walking through the woods a lot. 5 was fighting Cinder and revealing who the Spring Maiden was.
Yeah.
7 was they're in the snow. Or no, 6 was they're in the snow. So there's a lot of whites.
No comment. But
That doesn't sound right, but you're right. Like the color scheme was very white and blue and light blue and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Weiss's general color scheme.
Yeah. Well, that is they were going to the place that she's from, right?
I think so. No, they weren't.
They weren't. They weren't going to the northern place. Essentially Atmora, but not Skyrim.
I don't think her and Jean are from the same place.
No, not the coastal city. Because they went to the coastal city in order to get to the place they were going to.
Atlas.
Is Atlas the far north one?
Okay, well, they started in Beacon.
Yes.
Vacuo is where Sun is from.
Right? Sun, my boy.
Mistral? They want a Mistral.
Mistral?
Mistral was the one that had to cross through the storm, the train, and everything.
Man, I'm gonna have to catch up when we start rewatching. But
yeah. Season 9's almost done. Or Volume 9's almost done, so we can probably watch 8 and 9 together when we, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do. Right. But yes, Ruby. I'm gonna come out and say it. I wasn't a huge fan of Bumblebee. I get.
Felt forced.
Yeah, like, and I get there's very little LGBT representation in media in general.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like they shouldn't have done it.
Right, but
I do feel like some of those fans we were talking about pushed it really hard. And I don't think it was the intention of the writers. But you know, intention and effect are two different things.
Right. I saw this theory on a subreddit. The reason why the writers eventually gave into Bumblebee was it was a time when Ruby wasn't doing so well, not view wise, but like review wise per se.
Interesting.
So they kind of want to entice some people to come back to it, so they push Bumblebee a little bit themselves.
Interesting. That's I can see that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can too.
But. Yeah, because maybe this is just because I really like Sun, and
I love Sun.
In general a huge fan of goth girls.
Just play goth girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. She might be more emo than goth.
Yeah.
You know what? That's getting nitpicky.
I guess, yeah. Don't fall. Don't die.
I'm not gonna fall.
Oh.
I might die though. This guy is.
Also, I'll be honest. When I said I saw this theory on a subreddit, it was my theory that I put on a subreddit.
Oh wow!
I say that sometimes because I feel like I want to get like shit on for my theory, so I just portray it as someone else's.
I mean, you might also not want to do that because then people could find that post and link it to you.
True.
You know? But
they don't even
know my name. Yeah.
Alright,
I got this. I'm just gonna chill out in this honey until this guy comes back. He's very shiny.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Orbeetle.
Orbeetle?
Yeah, that one Pokemon from Sword and Shield. The big psychic bug thing that looks like a UFO.
The one that I always think is Frick. Gotta go back. An evolution for Ladybug.
Yes.
Oh, I missed.
God, it should have been an evolution for Ladybug.
Yeah, I think it's just the Ladybug coloration makes it seem too similar.
Yeah. You know what Ladybug Pokemon that I love? Didn't get a lot of traction?
Ladybug?
Ledian.
Ledian? Isn't
It's a Veilform.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's such a... They could have...
Oh,
there are a lot of like... This and... I agree with a lot of people when they say it could have been a bug fighting type.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Or
I'm sure it has fists, but a lot of things have fists.
But like, it's also one of the few bug Pokemon can learn fighting moves outside of Aerocross. You can learn Mach Punch,
but just because
Punch.
you can learn
True.
move doesn't mean you should be that type.
Also, Growlithe can't learn Bite. I saw it on a YouTube video like a year or two back. Growlithe can't learn Bite, which I think is the dumbest thing.
There we go. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I mean, maybe it's like a Daddy Longlegs, you know? Maybe its mouth is too small.
It's a puppy. It's literally called a puppy Pokemon. You see it bite in the anime.
I mean, sure, but that's not the move bite.
Yeah,
that's just biting. People can bite. Can people learn the move bite?
They can't do 60 damage with the dark type damage.
What?
Bite is 60 damage. And it's a dark type move.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But also, I don't know if how true that video was because I never tested out the Growlithe can't learn bite theory for myself on any of my games.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could have just been saying it because they missed the Bulbapedia moveset or something.
Maybe.
Or it's an actual thing. I don't know. I never...
Are you saying that a YouTuber would lie for views? To me? His viewer?
Yes.
I don't think you
There's
understand
so many
the relationship.
YouTubers that like promote like
drama.
These like that and also like treasure boxes or like chests for like online games, and they're the ones who made that thing. And they get all the money for it.
Yeah,
and it's like an insane amount of money that they like. Oh, if you give me like $200, you can get all this shit. People give you $200, like, oh, it's $200, not that much. Eventually, it adds up, and it's like they make like $500,000 on like idiots. I shouldn't say idiots.
Whales.
On what?
Whales is the industry term.
Okay, yeah. Like they make $200 on unsuspecting kids and audience members. Sure.
I feel like whales are, by and large, addicts. You know, because as far as I'm aware, the term whale comes from MMORPGs.
Okay.
And they're the kind of players who would sink hundreds of hours a week. Maybe not hundreds. I don't think there are hundreds of hours in a week.
I mean,
but
it takes 4 days to make 96, so yeah, it's about 120 for 5 days.
Yeah. I'm going. I didn't make it.
168 hours in a week.
Yeah, but they spend multiple hours a week playing. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
It's like one of that
oh no! Oh, I don't know if I can do this one while doing commentary. Requires a lot of brainage. Yeah.
Who are you, Pauly Shore?
I don't know who that is. I don't have the brainage to know who that is.
Pauly Shore. He voiced Bobby in the Goofy movie.
Bobby is Phil's son, right?
Wait, who's Phil?
Phil, he's Goofy's coworker.
No.
That's, yeah.
Unless it's an actual thing, I don't think it is.
Anyway,
he's the guy who eats pizza and has an earring, and is like.
You mean cheese?
That too.
Yeah.
Right, like Maxie's friend who.
Right.
Who's not
the cheese addict.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's a stoner apparently.
Yeah. That. Oh, you didn't know that?
I mean, not as a kid, no.
Well, me neither. But I didn't. When did you find out what a stoner was?
Early to mid high school. You?
I think late high school too.
Okay.
Maybe no, early high school.
Early to mid high school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Whenever I got on the internet.
When was the first time you got on YouTube?
YouTube. Ooh, that is a rough question. Probably whenever I got my first smartphone.
Like 2010, 11ish.
Yeah, that's when I really started regularly watching YouTube.
I see. Oh.
Because before that we only had the family computer and garbage internet.
Yeah. For me, it was actually YouTube came out like around 2005, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and for me, it's like I was taught. I met this. I'm just gonna give some backstory here. I was going to visit my family one summer, and the plane got delayed and then eventually canceled due to inclement weather conditions. Nice. So I was waiting in line at the airport to get a hotel with my mom for a night. In the flight from here to Chicago, I saw this kid in the row right in front of me playing on his DS, and that's how I convinced my mom, like, his mom's letting him play Pokemon Pearl, can I play Pearl? And my mom was originally against it because I just played like 4 hours on the, at the airport while we were waiting for a flight. But she's like, fine, if it shuts you up, you can play for the rest of the flight. Whoa. She gave it to me and she fell asleep. And I saw the exact same kid playing Pokemon Pearl in the line in front of us on the, for the hotel line. We started talking. Turns out they didn't live that far away from us, like 20-minute drive from our house.
Nice.
His mom and my mom got along really well. This was 15 years ago. We're still friends. Dope. We still see each other pretty regularly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it me? Am I the friend?
No.
Oh.
I met you like 7 years ago.
Damn. I actually have a similar story.
Really?
Except for it ends a lot more sadly.
Oh, you're not friends?
No.
Oh.
And so I had a similar story. I was playing on my Game Boy.
What game?
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was either a Power Rangers game or a Pokemon game. Both
are good. Both are based.
Okay, boomer. But there was a kid in front of me who also had a Game Boy, and he had an ATV racing game.
Oh.
And we swapped games.
What's
ATV?
Oh,
All-terrain
ATV.
vehicle, four-wheeler.
Okay. I heard APB. I'm like.
All Points Bulletin. Yeah.
All Points Bulletin. Is that what it is? Like for
I think that's what ABB stands for. But we swapped games, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't swap them back, and we got off the plane and never met each other again. And I really wish I'd gotten my game back because I didn't enjoy that ATV game very much.
Bruh. Where were you going?
Washington, D.C.
Oh.
To visit my godparents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was rad. We got to see the White House.
Nice.
I later cried at their house in Houston because I didn't get to finish the Ben 10 marathon because there was a...
Power outage?
No, there was a NASCAR race on.
Oh.
And one of them wanted to watch it. Like, this is fair. I don't get to watch this at home, and it's almost done, and it is just...
Why do you... Okay, I have a question. Why do you give me so much shit for liking Ben 10 at this age when you cried about it?
Listen. When I like something, it's cool and based. When I don't care about something and someone else likes it, then it's cringed and lame.
Bro. Oh. Why do you give me so much shit?
I don't give you shit, like, legitimately.
On purpose? Yeah.
No, not, I mean, I do it on purpose, but it's a joke.
Yeah, you're right, because, you know, you care about me.
I mean, I guess.
We're friends and you
Why is there a hole here?
You fucking... I thought you were about to fucking die.
It's just a wall.
Oh, is it a wall?
Yeah, like, there's a big old hole that I can't jump into.
Oh,
it's for their chain chomp.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yes, going back to my story. We're still friends 15 years later. What's my original point, actually?
That you're really cool and good at making friends and awesome, and I should be jealous.
No. Crap.
That's what I got.
I do a lot where I just have a story to tell, and then first time I got on YouTube.
Yeah, that was the point.
Okay, and then when we got back from our trip like a month and a half later from seeing family, my mom had his mom's number, and this like back in the age of early smartphones, still like home like landlines were still very prominent. So we talked a lot because it was still like that summer and whatnot. So we talked a lot, and he told me, "Hey, you should check out this cool new website. It's called YouTube. I watch Bleach videos on it."
Bleach videos.
Like anime. Bleach is really good. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And then I asked my parents, "Can I go on YouTube?" They had no idea what it was. My dad a little more so than my mom, but they're like, "No, it's bad. It's not for kids." I'm like, okay. Eventually, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. And then I looked it up, and I remember not the exact day, but I remember it was around 2007 when I first got on YouTube. And my first video was a music video about the history of Ash and Misty. What? It was like the whole Ash x Misty thing from Pokemon.
So your first video was a shipping video?
Yes.
That explains so much.
Does it?
No.
I'm like, that's my first video. Okay, let's go to Boy Scout.
Nice.
Because like I was very nervous about going on it, so I just searched up Pokemon. Literally, first thing was Ash x Misty, an AMV. I don't actually think the term AMV was coined yet. It might have just been Ash x Misty, whatever, and or Ash loves Misty, and then I watched that. It was like just some like sad early 2000s song, romantic song with a bunch of pictures of and fan art of Ash and Misty, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Nice. I took his hat.
Is that a?
This is King Caliente.
That looks like a what's the worm thing called?
Whoa!
Caterpillar.
I have no idea.
Not the chain chomp.
Blanking. I know what you're talking about. The angry ones.
Yeah.
Weedles?
Weedles?
No, it's not Weedle. It's
That's a different thing.
Wiggler.
That looks like a Wiggler. Oh. An octopus had a kid.
Do you know how I remember that?
Do I want to know?
Maybe.
Okay, how do you remember that?
So, I remember it because there was this post that Nintendo put out about Wiggler Wednesday. Like, raise the roof, it's Wiggler Wednesday or something like that. But they forgot the L. And that spells a completely different word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Nintendo, I know you're...
Then they put out a second tweet after that where the vibe was just like, looks like Wiggler had a bit too much to drink.
You're a kid's franchise.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a rough day for Wiggler.
Rough. Wednesday's not my favorite.
Wiggler is
hashtag not my Wiggler.
Yeah.
Oh. My back.
Your neck?
My axe.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings. Viewers probably don't know this, but I could go off about Lord of the Rings.
You can go off like I know like 4 different things you can go off about.
What are they? List them.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Warhammer.
Uh-huh.
Possibly Stellaris.
There's
or grand strategy games in general.
Yeah.
And capitalism.
Yeah. That sums me up. Mega legs.
That looks like a broken
looks
holiday
like he's taking
chestnut.
a poo. Like he's squatting down to take a poo. In the woods.
Oh, that reminded me of something. I don't know why this popped in my head, but apparently Hitmonchan's old Gen 1 battle sprite looked like a Togekiss watching a Doduo take a shit.
What? You're gonna have to show me this.
All right, but it's like you know how Hitmonchan has a little crown on his head, or its head. Like the weird hair particles that kind of just.
I remember him being bald. Oh no! I was thinking of Hitmonlee.
Yeah, you know how Hitmonchan had that little hair protrusion.
Yes.
It kind of looks like Togekiss at an angle.
Okay.
And it had its boxing glove up like this, and its legs squatted bent at the knee like this. So when you were facing off against a Hitmonchan Gen 1, its battle sprite looked like that, and it looked like a Togekiss' head because its head looked like Togekiss, and its boxing gloves and legs looked like a Doduo taking a shit. So it looked like a Togekiss watching a Doduo take a shit.
That sounds hilarious. You're definitely
it was very funny.
Don't like how it has stuff where it's junk/anus it should be. Not.
It had a nipple.
It's huge, by the way. This is utterly massive.
What do you mean utterly?
Utterly massive.
Uh-oh. Oh, they turn.
Yeah, they're bullet bills. They
yes.
did that in this game. Hiya!
Oh.
Alright. This thing's utterly massive. I don't know,
how to navigate it?
I don't know, Mr. Miyamoto.
Can we go in that roll? Or in that hole?
In that hole? No.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, Mr. Miyamoto, but according to physics, this thing has way more mass than the moon it's standing on, so if you think about it, the moon should be orbiting it.
Wouldn't the moon be more dense
than this giant metal thing?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, I imagine this is hollow from the inside, whereas the moon isn't.
I would picture it as not hollow, because it's got all the mechanisms and gears and stuff. Will you just stop killing yourself?
But that's still space between the gears and mechanism, whereas the moon is just solid rock. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah, but rock isn't as dense as metal. You know?
I guess, yeah.
Dang it.
But metal can also be engineered to be lighter than a rock.
Oh, I smacked him.
Right?
It can be, but
this is a 2007 game, so I would imagine not.
Well, I mean, hold on. You can do this. Smack into me and kill me.
Too bad.
That was my plan, Navin. All right. This is
you only died twice. That's.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. The point is, it's a cartoon game, so who gives a shit? Who cares about Mario? Really?
Luigi.
Whatever.
Mario's parents. Mr. and Mrs. Plumber.
Parents. Mario doesn't have parents. He's a primordial force of plumbing.
Okay.
He is the incarnation of plumbing.
So he's an intestine?
The avatar of plumbing.
The shitbender.
Look how big that moon looks artificial. Maybe it is made out of metal. Oh yeah, this moon is made of metal. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me to shut up?
Because I didn't know it was metal either.
Metametal?
Metametal.
Don't you mean metal?
The
you
Pokemon
nerd.
The fact that you brought that up, would that make you the nerd?
Okay, now listen here, buddy. I played sports in high school.
Did you?
2 years, twice. Yeah.
Basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Were you good at it?
No.
You look like you'd be good at it.
I know. I've been told that before. It's
By who?
due to my height, but I have no coordination at all.
That was evident from your
terrible.
face planting 2 minutes into going to a trampoline park.
Listen, those trampolines were not they were not league standard, okay?
That yellow one was a nightmare.
That one destroyed my back. I don't know if it's because I have bad posture or
you're tall.
What? Yeah, but that shit killed me. I died.
I don't have good balance, so like when I get up in the air, I feel like I was gonna like tilt forward and slam down my face. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I couldn't just go up and down straight. I would like sort of start tilting forward. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, and the first one's back up. I gotta get a lot of followers. Lol.
That's the goal.
Me when I started TikTok.
I mean,
Are you on TikTok?
I was, and then you got to recommend some really fucked up shit, so I just got off it.
Oh yeah.
I told you
me about that. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. The fact that I said don't recommend this shit to me and I reported it and it still showed up, I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, the recommendation algorithm is another thing I could go off on, and I'm going to. Also, I think this planet's actually hollow. Look.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Alright. We get that star. Get that bread.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This looks like a place to stop the episode.
Yes.
Because we just got a grand star.
Oh, nice. Yeah. For what world?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
We literally just finished the first one, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Hold on, wait. Let's watch this little cutscene where this star commits Sudoku. Sacrifices himself.
For the greater good.
We salute those that we have lost. And now we can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is. I don't care what they call it. They call it the
it's
fountain.
a latrine.
It's the bath. As in like the old Roman baths, you know, where it's a communal thing.
Yeah.
A new galaxy. The fountain. It's the bathroom. You can say that.
You can pee in the fountain.
Listen, Mario's a plumber. He knows a bathroom when he sees one. The ball of flame represents the power of the observatory.
Called the beacon.
Why did you make her sound like that?
I don't know.
Why did you make her? Is that? I think you should keep doing that voice. Give Rosalina that voice. The deep British voice.
The ball of flame represents the power of the observatory. We call it the beacon.
The bacon.
You sound Cockney.
Cockney.
Sort of.
I don't know.
When you recover the grand star, a little star power will be restored.
No, down. It has to be deeper, Norman. It was a deeper voice.
And the beacon will grow.
You're making her feminine.
When you recover a grand star, a little star power will be restored, and the beacon will grow. The Comet Observatory can use that power to fly through the universe.
Are we trying to help Rosalina get noticed by increasing her star power? Are you trying to make Rosalina the big celebrity?
Are
we getting girl bossed right now?
Oh shit.
I feel like Rosalina is a girl boss, but she's a nice girl boss. You know?
Yeah. This had nothing to do with your massive crush on her.
Absolutely not. I don't even know why you brought that up. This has nothing to do with that. It's quite relaxing. That
bathroom
fountain.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm full of
I need to... Yeah, as you can tell by my coloration, I am full of something. And I'm gonna go wash it out in the fountain. I'll be right back. Hold on. There we go.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we gotta call it here because Nauman's mom is calling him downstairs because he needs to go hunt werewolves. But once he's done with that, we should be right back.
Yeah.
Like, right here, ready and waiting and willing to provide you the sweet, silky
smoothness,
suckling of our comedy.
You meant so much worse than
I did, and I regret it. I regret a lot of things right now. One of them
so do I.
Yeah, one of them is not having already ended the episode. So,
all right, thank you guys.
Adios.
See you later.